one of them kind of nights, guys. It's one of them kind of nights. Somewhere out there is a big bass with my name on it. You all right down there, Darren? I'm sure you'll probably catch the big bass tonight. You say take one?
Take one.
Right. Very, very pleased to be out with my good mate Darren. You'll recognise him from the video where he embarrassed me at Sandbanks and caught fish and I didn't. Go on, say something humble.
No, I really struggle with that.
You do, yeah.
But it did happen. It's very rare, but it did happen that time.
You thrashed me.
Yeah, it's my venue though, I class that as.
And yet somehow I've decided to bring you out again.
For bass.
For bass, yeah.
For bass.
Darren's a bass expert, aren't you? X being a has-been, spurt being a drip under pressure.
I'd say I have the obsession.
Yeah.
But not bait.
No, you're a lure angler.
I'm a lure angler straight through. We've got our backs to the rods.
But yeah, we hear a crash and we know we've got a fish.
I don't do much with bait. And it is a different ball game, really. You're looking for completely different conditions. You know, most of the bassing I do is at night. So really, I'm looking for clear, calm water.
Okay.
That's the difference I find.
Yep.
You know, and them same venues where I'm catching bass, if it's rough and a little bit of colour, it ain't going to fish at night. It's a day kind of venue.
Okay.
So
you love your nighttime lure fishing, don't you?
I love my nighttime lure fishing.
Yeah.
I do. I really
Fair
do.
play to you. Fair play to you.
That is my obsession. That's why I've aged so roughly, because it's all night time. And
look at him, he's only 14.
my winter coat, innit?
Anyway, so we've come to Mudeford, basically. So we are fishing Mudeford Run, but on the beach side. I have a real aversion to fishing Mudeford Quay. I struggle with quays and piers and things like that. I don't know why. I just feel like a bit of a noddy when I'm fishing on.
But can you on this side? That's the thing. It's a little bit different, isn't it?
I prefer it here.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're miles away from everybody, and it's
There's
peace
no
and
walls
quiet,
there.
and you haven't got people constantly coming up to us saying, "Have you caught anything, mate?"
Exactly.
But anyway, so we come here because it is a hot spot for bass. Let's be honest. It's a real pinch point where the bass are running in and out the harbour.
Every year, big bass are caught here, don't they?
Yeah, well, even Toby's caught a bass here. £11 something like that.
Must be easy. Then,
Must
surely.
be dead easy. Yeah, sure. But yeah, we're just going to fish 2 rods each. One rod with, I've got a little bit of lug, and you even brought a couple of crabs out your freezer, didn't you? A little bit secret
but they belong
squirrel.
to someone, and now they're going to see this.
Do you know when he told me he was bringing crab? About 100 yards ago. Oh yeah, by the way, I got crab today. Didn't tell me in the shop, did you? When I could have got some myself. No, like that, is it? Anyway,
yeah.
So one rod with that on, and then the other rod with the big.
Yeah, I've got some squid.
Big mackerel
I'm going
bait.
to use it, but.
You bought some squid, but you're not going to use it.
No, he's in the bucket. So.
It's just someone to talk to when you're bored of talking to me.
Bluey,
yeah? Bluey the dog from Australia.
We've had this conversation, Tom.
Okay, so I do think even though we're in middle end of January, I think on the worm baits and stuff we'll probably get pestered with a few small fish. I've already had a rattly-tattly bite on this and a spectacular failure, which we'll skirt over quite quickly.
Yeah,
We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah.
No, that'll be in the bin in the edit.
Yeah.
On the cutting floor, sir. But no, I'm really. I've got positive vibes.
Yeah.
Positive vibes for
Yeah, it
tonight.
is. And there is something really excited about fishing. I'm saying worm, but big baits for bass. For big bass, and like we say, it always holds big bass here. So
It could
we
be
can
a
pray.
sitting, waiting game.
Yep.
But it could be occasionally interspersed with moments of chaos and excitement.
It's fishing, that's why we do it, eh?
That's it. Look at that, first blood to the Bass Maestro.
Here we go.
You might want to get a little bit closer to the camera with that
Hold
one,
on,
mate.
mate.
That's
There we go.
get his arms out as long as you can.
That's what we're after, though.
So that is, what's that, pushing £5-6, do you reckon? Give or take?
Give or take.
I mean, we're not being fussy, are we?
Put them in a bucket and feed them up, and
Give him 10 years.
and the rest. And the rest. Right, well, first blood.
So he actually, just to clarify, he actually caught that. That wasn't his bait. People at home might be confused.
It's all right, cheers, mate.
Well, Darren's in again. Feel a bit bigger this one? No.
No.
Okay.
You never know with bass, though, do you, sometimes?
It looked like a little rattly checker bite, didn't it? Oh, it's a beast. Darren, just swing it in. Stop pretending it's a 5-pounder. Oh, what did you try and swing it in for? That was a decent fish. Oh no. So, what happened there was, Darren caught a fish, he was reeling it in, and it was a slightly better sized fish. So I peer pressured him into swinging it in rather than trying to land it like he was trying. Bullied him, basically, and it fell off.
Well, it's my own fault, innit?
What, for listening to me?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, he was lightly hooked. You know, man, he's only a 4 or 5 pounder. That's
Oops. Wow. That's been in the water for about an hour. Have you been there for an hour yet? Maybe not. Maybe not quite an hour. 45 minutes. And it's still there in its entirety with guts and everything. So that's might sound like a bad thing. It's actually quite a good thing. Because it means it's not getting stripped to death by crabs. And gives us the confidence to fish those bigger baits nice and long. Long and lazy session. That's what we like. Well, situation report. We're getting pestered with small fish. Lots of little taffy rattles and things that we're mostly missing, I must admit. But any minute now, one of those little taffy rattles is going to hoop over and it's going to be an enormous bass. Right, so we've done the big brave move, haven't we? We were enjoying some very, very luxurious, gentle fishing around there. No wind, no tide, no nothing at all. Getting pestered with little tiny bass.
And we could hear the waves, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could hear this almighty sea crashing. So we thought we'll come round the corner, have a little look. And it's a raging sea. You've got rolling waves, you've got plateaus in between. It just looks so bassy, but it's a lot more aggressive. But we've been rewarded first cast, haven't we?
Boing. Let's get him back quicker.
Yeah, go on, put him back quicker, yeah. Yeah, so well done, matey. I mean, he who dares, what does he who dares?
That's it, innit? So you'll get a bigger mate, because I think you're on the spot. You've got that nice drop off there.
Yeah. So we've come, anybody who knows Mudeford well, we've come right on the outer corner now. So we were on the inner corner, fishing sort of into the harbour. Nice and it was lovely, really, wasn't it? It was a lovely evening for a social.
So nice, yeah.
But we're just getting pestered by little rattles, little taps. And we came around here, and you said if you read a book on where to fish for bass, it would be these conditions, wouldn't it?
You would, yeah. That never works out anyway, does it?
It doesn't, no. I mean,
but
you just got the smallest one.
Yeah, it screams bass, doesn't it? So
it does. So we thought we're going to we'll brave it, we'll give it a go in the rough stuff. Give it a couple of hours here before it starts. Probably start running off, isn't it? Quite hard soon, I thought.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right, let's have a mate.
But yeah, it's an almighty sea out there.
Hey, oh, the best one.
It's sad that that's the best one, isn't it? Well, it might be small still, but I'm actually quite glad I managed to land one. I've dropped so many, or missed so many bites, should I say. Little tiny bass. It's the right species, not the right size. Let's get it straight back.
How the hell did you grab the tail? That is hard. That is so hard. I'm soaked. Don't do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Funny little story. Expecting the rod to really sort of slam round with anything kind of half sizable. We're not talking a big fish here, let's be honest, but
it's a nice one.
It's a nice one. I've just got this sort of like donk, donk. I suddenly noticed my rod that was over there was all of a sudden completely up there. I'm thinking, hang on, what's going on here? So anyway, walked it down, lifted into it, bit of a thud, thud, thud. So I've walked around off the end of the rocks there, onto the beach bit. And what happened?
Oh, it popped off, didn't it? On a circle?
Yeah.
How's that work?
6-0 circles, thrown the hook. Everything's thrown the hook tonight. It's been a rough night, hasn't it?
Yeah. The water disappeared.
Yeah, the water disappeared.
Yeah.
We see this splash, splash, splash in the water, and what does Tom do?
It goes running. And somehow, not only that, he grabbed the fish by the tail. How do you hold that?
Sheer determination and grit. That's what.
Well done. I don't want to shake your hand, mate, because that is a grip.
But yeah, I managed
What
to.
was that on?
That was the mackerel head.
Was that mackerel
the mackerel
head?
head and guts. Yeah.
Well done.
Managed to pluck that one out of the surf. That's been a lot of hard work and effort gone into that fish tonight. So
and a lot of thinking.
very pleased. Yeah, a
Yes.
move.
Yeah.
So move
And
has
it's not
paid
just
off.
that, you're trying to read the water out here because it's up and down. And
Let's get this fish back quick
Yeah,
before we
yeah,
carry on
yeah, yeah,
waffling.
go.
Sorry, got to go back in it. Well, I'm already soaking, so I might as well release it properly, hadn't I?
Well done, mate.
Oh, I don't know. Yes,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the one, isn't it?
that's a good nod. I can't beach it because my beach has disappeared. Not as big as I thought.
Decent head shakes, didn't he?
Yeah, that pulled quite hard. Oh. There we go.
Well done.
Slightly better size bass number 2 for the evening. Both the better ones have been on mackerel. Right, let's get it back. Well, very reluctantly, we're going to have to pack up and go home, aren't we?
We are, mate. Yeah, definitely.
I'm a poor, suffering tackle dealer, so I've got to open my shop at 7:30 tomorrow morning, and you're an even more poor, suffering window cleaner. So
Yeah.
7:30 in the morning is halfway through your day, isn't it?
Well, you want me to go out again fishing soon, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Well, I need a paper bait, don't I?
Oh, I see. Yeah. So yeah.
No, but yeah.
We don't want to go
No, the
because
problem is,
we've still got an hour or so of the tide. It just
bites are
looks
happening as
so
well.
bassy. Just had those 2 slightly better bass. We both actually had a couple of little ones in between as well on the worm.
yeah, well, my big one you made me drop, so... It was only small. It was a little one.
Yeah.
But we made the right move by...
We
swinging
did,
round
yeah,
to this
yeah.
side.
So just round the corner there in that
And it is
placid, still
the
lake.
bassiest water we've seen. Like we said, if
Oh,
this
absolutely.
was September, October, you know, it would have really fished well.
Yeah.
Or even better.
Yeah.
But it has been. It's been great.
And do you know what,
It's
yeah,
been eventful.
to catch a few bass like we have in the middle of January, more than happy with that.
Yeah.
Like you say, if it was late summer, autumn, I think you'd have absolutely emptied it on these conditions. It's been great fun.
You don't often get them like this, do you?
No, you don't.
And there's not a breath of wind.
No, it was
no
gorgeous
wind.
evening. But we were just, Darren and I were just contemplating coming out maybe 2 days' time, daytime. So
Yeah.
if I can wangle it with my wife and you can wangle it with your wife,
I'm good at wangling. So
that's not what she said. There might be a part 2 to this video.
yeah.
I mean, there might not be.
No, but I think these conditions and the colour of the water, I think it'll fish during the day.
It's got it, yeah.
I really
absolutely.
think it will.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth a shot, mate.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well done as well.
I mean, I love you, Abby, if you're watching. I think you're the best wife ever.
I love you, Karina. You're so great. Your dinners are amazing.
Ah,
all that.
best, yeah. That's all he ever says, talks about it. Come on, right. Hopefully see you on that one.
See ya.